Welcome to. Wait, what is this one called again? I've seen that.
I've seen
I
that.
almost called it What the Dub.
What the dub? What the dub? I don't think we've explained. We've talked about What the Dub and CSIDK on this podcast a few times, but I'd imagine no one knows what those are.
I barely know what they are.
So What the Dub, we started out watching movies in other languages. Right?
No, we started with American Horror Story.
Was that originally? I thought we started with movies and then switched to American Horror Story.
We never watched any movies.
Oh, okay. So we started with American Horror Story. We watched it in German, and it did not go very well.
I don't think we did too bad.
No, but it was like we were spending so much time listening to the movie or the show in German that it was killing us.
Yeah, it was. It was like a part-time job.
Yeah, it was rough. So then we decided,
So then we did Into the Badlands.
Oh, Into the Badlands ruined that show.
Yeah, Into the Badlands was the demise of What the Dub.
Yeah,
It was so bad that we just gave up. Like, I'm pretty sure we were mid-episode when we were like, this sucks. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Well, cause I dreaded when we started Into the Badlands. It's only 6 episodes long, the first season.
And we only got through, what, 3?
3. Yeah, I dreaded every time I had to watch it. It was so awful. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so we quit. And we switched it to CSIDK, which I still love that name, but I feel like no one really appreciated it.
The name was great. Watching it was as much of a dread.
Yeah. Where we started watching CSI episodes in German. One of us watched it in German, one of us watched it in English. And then we would explain it to each other and see how
best
close.
we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was okay. Didn't go super
It wasn't
well.
bad except for CSI. It's just not good.
Yeah. So CSIDK then morphed into us watching The Leftovers, which I actually had a lot of fun with.
Yeah, that one had a lot of potential.
And then for some reason we just stopped. I don't remember.
Well, we finished the first season, and I think we were going to take like a little break.
And then we just kept.
And I want to say we did the first episode, and then we just stopped.
Yeah, I think something must have changed in my life to where it like didn't make sense for me to do it anymore at that time or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you messaging me and be like, "Hey, I don't think we can do this anymore." And I was like, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was a lot of it.
If we had done it before Into the Badlands and CSI, we probably would have went and powered through it.
Yeah, we could have gotten much further. But
yeah.
So anyway,
but now we're on our third cast.
Our third cast. Do you remember what it's called?
I believe it's not What the Dub.
It's not What the Dub.
This is I've Seen That.
Yep.
The first podcast with the intros.
Taylor and Alan talking about movies. They may be best friends, but they always disagree. Taylor and Alan, I seen that.
Well, no, we had an intro song in the other ones. But
Well, that's true. And those were original compositions by me.
but you say by you?
Yeah.
You don't remember the songs that I made? They're sweet.
I don't.
I made them on GarageBand. I wasn't singing them. It was just that I can't even remember what it is now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking of the outro songs.
Yeah, you always sang an outro song, but I made a song for the beginning. But
okay, I vaguely remember that.
The girl who sings this, the intro to this, is much better at composing music than I am.
Oh, absolutely, and it probably took her 10 seconds.
Well, it's 30 seconds long, so it took her at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's why it was so crazy.
All right. Well, I have the best movie of all time.
Best movie of all time. Okay, and before we start this,
Okay.
I'm going to put out a disclaimer.
Yes.
for those of, because I know we're getting thousands upon thousands of people voting between who's picked the best movies.
Yep.
I want to say the movies that I pick
hearts, at least,
are not like I'm like going down my top 10 list. They're just movies that I think of that I watch a lot.
No, especially the bad ones you pick, you're always like, I love this movie. I had chicken nuggets while I was watching this movie.
Heck yeah, chicken nuggets.
I pick movies that I love, like legitimately, or at least have something to say about them.
Uh-huh.
But this is the greatest movie of all time. And it is pretty timely for when we're recording this. Not so timely for when it's going to go out. But
all right.
I should preface that now. Preface it. I forgot to pull the trivia.
I'm going to preface it by saying I have not done any research.
I don't need to do research for this movie. The main character's dog, Buttkiss, was actually the main actor's dog in real life.
Buttkiss?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the highest grossing movie of 1976.
1976. Okay.
The main actor quit smoking cigarettes while making this film because he was getting out of breath.
Okay.
This is the first sports film to win an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Longest Yard.
Nope. The single most expensive cost on the film was makeup.
What? This is a sports movie? From the 70s. With a dog. Okay. Keep going. I have no idea.
Okay, maybe you'll get this one. When shooting his famous jog through the streets of Philadelphia, the main actor pulled a tendon in his leg and was taken to a nearby hospital in a wheelbarrow.
Oh, Rocky.
Yeah.
I have lots to say about this movie.
So the reason I was saying it's relevant now is because tomorrow, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are about to fight.
Correct.
And
but
when this comes out,
hasn't it already happened for you? Who wins?
I don't know. I think McGregor's going to win, but by the time this comes out, it'll have been.
McGregor would have already won by knockouts in the first round, and he actually killed Floyd Mayweather. I'm sorry to say, everybody, he's dead. He's dead.
You're gonna feel really bad if Floyd Mayweather.
I'm not. I'm gonna feel like a genius.
Yeah. What do you follow boxing at all? Do you follow MMA at all?
Not whatsoever.
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna win between the two of those guys?
Just based on my limited knowledge, I would say that I would like Conor McGregor to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the money...
I have no real reason for that, other than I'm kind of tired of hearing about Floyd Mayweather all the time, so that's it.
So Floyd Mayweather is 49-0. He's considered the greatest boxer pretty much of all time. At least the greatest defensive boxer of all time. And he is coming out of 2 years of retirement, plus the last fight, his 49th fight. He didn't look all that great. No, I think there was another one.
Oh, was there?
I think there was one more in between, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that he had another fight.
Okay.
But anyways, he didn't look that great, and then the Manny fight, he didn't look that great.
And that fight was so hyped up, and then it was not good.
Yeah. And so they're saying, so if Floyd Mayweather was in his prime, fighting Conor McGregor in his prime, I think Floyd would win hands down. There would be no question.
Well, is this not Conor McGregor's prime?
It is. Well, that's the point. Because his prime is in MMA, where you can kick and wrestle and choke and stuff like that, right?
Now, from what I've heard, he's not allowed to do any of those things, right?
No, this is strictly boxing.
It's strictly boxing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
So Floyd is on the tail end of his career. Conor is in the prime of his career, but they're meeting in Floyd's arena, right? Like what he's used to.
His wheelhouse.
Yeah. So even though he's at the end of his career, that his prime has gone and past him, it's still what he has put his whole life into, the one aspect of fighting.
He still has the advantage.
Yeah. So everyone's saying he's going to win. I think if he does win, it's going to be a really boring fight. I think if Conor wins, he's going to slip through and knock him out, like with a couple really good shots. I don't think he's going to win by points. I think that's impossible. But
oh, okay.
I think if he's able to connect and hit him a couple good times, that he'll knock him out.
Are you able to watch it where you are?
Potentially.
What time would that be for you?
I think the fight
early
starts,
morning?
Yeah, 8 a.m.
Like Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm excited. But I don't know if I get to watch it live or not. But
I probably will not be.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting for sure. It's definitely, like a once in a lifetime type of fight.
Right, yeah.
But anyways, back to Rocky, since this is all old news and people already know who won, and I probably just sound stupid talking about what I think is gonna happen, because it's probably not what happened at all.
So, real quick, if Conor McGregor kills Floyd Mayweather in the arena, just drops him and he dies immediately, do they consider that a win by like knockout or by death? Or what do they call that?
Yeah, I think it's a win by death.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, go on.
So back to Rocky. You've seen this, correct?
I've actually only recently saw it for the first time earlier this year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How did that even happen?
I don't know. I never got around to it.
This is like my favorite movie almost of all time.
Is it really?
I like growing up.
Oh,
I watched this all the time. I love this movie.
Yeah, I am not a big Stallone fan. He bothers me. Just his
before you,
I can never understand what he's saying.
Before you get into like making fun of him speaking.
Here we go.
He had a stroke at one point, and so now he's got like half his face is paralyzed.
Was it before or after Rocky?
I think it was when he was like a baby.
He had a stroke as a baby?
Huh?
He had a baby stroke?
Yeah, I think so.
That's bonkers.
Yeah. And so a lot of his...
Well, now I like Rocky, so...
There you go. But yeah, no, he is... I don't really like Stallone, but I love Rocky.
Yeah, so this is one of those movies.
I like the character way more than I like the actor.
Yeah. This movie's a classic, right? But I just never got around to see it. So I made this list a while back of movies that's like, I just need to watch these movies. Like, they're supposed to be great. So I watched it, and I just didn't really care for it.
Did you watch any of the other ones?
I started the second one, and then I got distracted with, I think, staring at the wall, and I didn't finish it. No, I do want to watch all of them.
Well,
I just haven't.
I'll tell you what. Watch the first, the second, and the third.
Basically, I want to get to Creed. That's all I want. But I want to watch all the other ones first.
Yeah. So watch the first, second, third, Rocky Balboa, then Creed.
What about 4 and 5?
4 is okay. 4 is with Ivan Drago, the big Russian guy.
Right. The Russian.
You can watch that one. It's not a good movie. I'll tell you that in advance.
Well, if you don't think that's a good movie, that worries me because I don't think Rocky's a good movie.
But 5 is atrocious. They made Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa is basically part 2 again. So you can watch Rocky 1 and then Rocky Balboa and not need to know anything else that happened.
Huh.
Because
what about
Rocky 5 is so bad. Rocky 5000 from Spaceballs.
Yes.
Yeah, Rocky 5 is awful. It is not a good Rocky movie.
Huh. But I have heard good things about Creed, so that's what I want to get to.
Creed is pretty good. But I would recommend at least watching the first 3. I think number 3 is the best one.
Number 3 is the best one?
Yeah.
So, I just, like, it wasn't a bad movie, and I did like the actual fighting, but, and I know this is a big part of it, and I think that's what bothers me even more, but him and his relationship with Adrian,
yeah, it's creepy.
I think is weak. It's weak, and it bothers me how obsessed he is with this lady, who seems to be as interesting as a plank.
Well, that's the...
Like, I don't get why he got, like, so obsessed with her. She showed no interest, and she's boring.
That's the point, though, is the... Even though you can look at someone and think that they're boring, that there's still beauty beyond that.
But what was it?
I don't know. She becomes terrible in the later movies.
Does she really?
She's not...
That does not surprise me.
Yeah.
It bothered me how he became like instantly like, gotta get this girl, but she's like not anything to want to get.
I can't support any of your statements.
Do you know her personally?
Yeah.
I'm not saying in real life she's like that, but bleh. Other than that, I really liked Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
And then I liked their fight at the end. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah. Did you expect him to lose? Did you know that was going to happen going into it?
I knew that he loses in one of the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one it was. I did not think it was going to be the first one.
Yeah.
So I was a little shocked.
Yeah. So it's actually based off of a real fight that happened.
Right.
Where Muhammad Ali decided to fight this low-level boxer and didn't take it serious and then got knocked down. Didn't get knocked out, but got knocked down.
But he'd never been knocked down before, right?
I don't know at that point in his career. He probably had been. But.
Well, isn't that Apollo's whole thing? Is he'd never even been knocked down?
I don't remember that part. I
thought that was one of his bullet points.
Yeah, it could be. He's definitely Muhammad Ali in the first movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, like that's who they kind of based it off of.
Right. Yeah, it changes nothing for me.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, to summarize, fighting good, everything else horrible for me. I just did not care for it.
What about
and it bothered me. Like, I kept seeing myself as from her point of view, and I just wanted to be like, dude, leave me alone. Go away.
He was super creepy. I had much more problem with his creepiness level than her boringness level.
No, I didn't have a problem with her boringness. People are boring, I get that. But
good. You should.
But the level that he was going after her, it didn't match. I don't know. It just bothered me.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got some kind of rapey vibes when they're in his apartment.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. No, he was
I think that's just Stallone in general.
Do you get those same vibes watching The Expendables?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have a movie that you want to see? Or I guess before we get to that, if this comes on, what are you doing?
I'm not going to watch it just because I recently watched it and because I didn't like it. Yeah. So, I will just change the channel.
I'm going to call and...
Unless it's during the fight at the end. I'll probably watch that.
I'm going to call and invite you over, tell you that we're watching The Sandlot, and then put this movie in.
Oh, you're going to bamboozle me.
Yeah. I'm going to do the old Houdini. That's how much I like this movie.
The switcheroo.
Yep. All right. Well, do you have a movie that you want to see?
Actually, I do. we have already talked about it in this podcast, but I do want to see the movie Creed.
Okay. It's pretty good.
It looks good. But I have this thing where if there's prequels, or not prequels, but like previous movies or anything like that, I have to get through that before I will watch anything else. Like, I have to watch everything that came before it to a fault.
That's how I am.
Like, it's at the point where I would rather not watch. Like, I would sacrifice never in my life seeing Creed because I don't want to watch the other Rocky movies.
Well,
but I don't want to watch it out of order.
This Creed is probably a good one to have that mentality with. I think there's a lot that you will appreciate more in Creed if you have seen the other ones. Although,
well, that's what I'm going for.
You'll appreciate it more if you like the other ones. If you don't really like the other ones, then you probably won't care.
It drives me crazy when people, and for whatever reason, this happened a lot with Lost. People were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that show. Like, once I turned on an episode." Like, you can't just turn on an episode. No wonder you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work like that. It drives me nuts when people do that. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about video games.
Like, well, and that's the thing. I'm the same with video games. I really badly wanted to play Fallout 4, but I was like, I gotta play these other ones first. I got my hands on number 1, and it was really not fun.
Yeah.
And then it stopped. That's where I'm at.
Well, I think Fallout and Far Cry, you can get by without playing any of the beginning games.
That's what people tell me, and I try to think that, but in my head, my dark passenger says otherwise.
All right. Well, if you want to get a hold of us, you can tweet us at ISeenThatPod, or to me directly at AlanRJR.
And I am at Taylor Enixon.
And then also, if you enjoy this podcast, please consider helping us out by going over to Patreon. Over there, if you vote for me or Taylor with $1, you will not only get to help us decide who is the best person between the two of us, which is already, it's not really that much of a question.
I mean, at this point, it's only going to take one vote.
But you'll also be able to get access to all the episodes a week in advance.
Yeah, there you go. What you think about that?